Hey guys, it's Pyranger Gaming again for another video of Clash Royale. If you look on the top right hand corner at my gems, you can see I have a bunch of gems. Bought about $50 worth of gems. And you see on my chests that I only have Arena 4 chests that I have in my chest slot. This is due to me being lazy and just messing up some battles. And so me getting back into the Pekka Playhouse, then I had to go back into Spell Valley. So I don't lose any trophies. So first, we're going to get some chests. So we're going to get a giant chest, a magical chest, maybe even a super magical chest. So for our first giant chest, 989 gold. It's okay. We get 3 furnace cards. I just recently got the furnaces. We get 15 barbarian hut cards. Fortunately, I do not use these cards. And we do get 166 fire spirits, which I do not use as well because they're pretty new to me. So now we're going to get a magical chest. 455 gold. 7 zap cards, 9 fire spirits, 14 barbarians, 3 tombstones, 23 arrows, 11 furnaces, and 2 rage spells. Fortunately, I do not use the rage spells anymore, so it's useless. I'm going to get a super magical chest. So, 2,620 gold. 37 Tesla cards, 58 archers, 70 bombers, 152 zap, 25 furnaces, 58 infernos, and 14 Pekkas. Wow. I just got 14 Pekka cards. You're supposed to get 13 epics, but I got 14 epics. Magical chest, I did get 2 epics from it, and giant chest, I got no epics. So, see what we can upgrade here. So, first gonna upgrade my zap. It's basically the arrows for me, and so I upgrade that. Now, I'm probably most likely gonna upgrade my goblins, because I use them the most. And that just increases some hit points and basically just damage. I'm just gonna spam the magical chest now. Three giant skeletons. 1 prince card, a free spell card, and 14 wizards. I'm gonna get a giant chest now. Bunch of gold, zap, fire spirits, mini Pekka, and that's it. 1,000 gold, 64 knights, 101 minion horde, 19 fireballs, 393 gold, 3 minions, an inferno tower, 23 minion horde, archers, a goblin barrel, a mirror, which I had not gotten before, and tombstone. Now I'm just trying to get upgrades for my epics, gold, minion horde, minions, barbarian hut, cannon, Tesla, mini Pekka, and another 2 giant skeletons. So I'm going to upgrade my giant skeletons to level 3, and I'm going to upgrade my skeletons to level 8. I'm going to continue getting magical chests. I believe this is the last magical chest I can get. Goblins, minion horde, barbarians, wizards, bomb towers, and 3 mirrors. Right now I'm really low on gold, so I'm just going to buff up my gold with a giant chest. I get 1,000 gold, arrows, a goblin hut, and a bunch of minion hordes. So now we're gonna look at see what cards they have. So mirror, See, it mirrors your last card for +1 elixir. So if I upgrade this, I can get level 7 commons, level 2 epics, and level 4 rares. This means that even if I only have like a level 2 common, I will get a level 6 common. So it does buff up your cards, or it lowers your cards depending. And as you can see, I have a bunch of upgrades, and so I'm just gonna see what I can upgrade. Nothing in my deck that I can upgrade, but let's see my other decks, what other things I can upgrade. So I can upgrade my rocket, or I can upgrade the goblin hut. I think I'm gonna upgrade my rocket. I am going to upgrade my wizards and maybe my fire spirits. Bunch of fire spirit cards, and I still have enough to keep on going. Level 5, I'm out of gold, so I just start to upgrade my wizards to just have, and I upgrade my furnace just to have good upgraded stuff. So as you can see here on the bottom, I have a mirror and poison. Previous, I just bought the poison from the shop, but I just got a mirror from the chest. So the only things I have not gotten from Pekka Playhouse and Spell Valley are the 2 legendaries, which are the Ice Wizard and the Lava Hound. The thing about this is I'm only about, 12 cards away from having all the cards. And so I just need the Lava Hound, the Ice Wizard, the Mortar, the Elixir Pump. I believe that's the Miner, the Sparky. I don't know what this is. The 3 Musketeers, the Royal Giant, and I'm not sure what else. Oh, and the Princess, and the Dark Prince, and some other troops. So now, with our really upgraded troops, we can battle, and so hopefully we can get a crown chest. So I'm battling in Spell Valley. I'm playing against a guy named Olio. And so, oh shoot, I accidentally grabbed the wrong deck. And so, right now I'm using one of my clanmates' deck. With my level 3 prince is going to die from the Valkyrie, but I have done damage to their tower. So I'm going to follow up my giant skeleton and use my giant skeleton as a shield. But my witch does, the other witch does do a bunch of damage, and they manage to kill my giant skeleton. But I do manage to kill the witch. Unfortunately, I think I'm going to lose this battle. But fortunately, I won't lose many trophies because they're about 50 trophies higher than me. Send out my Hog Rider. It does a bunch of damage on the tower. Maybe, they do have the actual Pekka. Send out my Barbarians, my Skeletons, my Arrows, but the Bomber in the back will do some heavy damage. The Pekka does manage to do a bunch of damage to the tower. And as you can see, it managed to get a tower, and it's just level 3. It was just unstoppable with the Rage Bow. They do put another Valkyrie, which is unfortunate because it kills my prince and they but they do miss the fireball, which puts me in good position so they get another tower, and I believe they're low on elixir, and they do put another Valkyrie to stop my charging prince. I use my giant skeleton as a shield, and the opponent leaves the match, which gives me a great opportunity to win the battle, and I do manage to win the battle 2-1 just because my opponent left the match. And luckily, the person with so many trophies higher than me, so I do get 34 trophies from this, which does give me a lot of trophies. So now I'm about 1,450 trophies, and I'm 3 crowns away from the crown chest. So I'm going to fix my deck to the deck I use, and I'm going to go back to battling. So I'm playing the person who has the same amount of trophies as me, and I'm just going to keep my zap handy. Do manage to do a bunch of damage with my hog rider and spear goblins, and I do send out to stop the witch, but they do a bunch of damage. Send out my giant skeleton, but they do put barbarians down at a perfect time. They do manage to destroy my giant skeleton. I'm going to send out my barbarians to stop the witch, and I do kill the witch really, really easily without a problem. My barbarians are stopped by their minions and their I do manage to get the tower. They do use the Valkyrie to stop my I'm just going to wait till I have 9 elixir so I can then put my giant skeleton, then my bomber. So if they use barbarians, it won't work. I use my barbarians to stop their push, and I do manage to get another tower, which I believe will win me the game. With 8 seconds left, I do win. So I do pull off that victory after I come back from a comeback. I come back with a comeback, and I do get another 30 trophies. So far, so good. I do only have 1 more crown till I open my crown chest, and crown chest gives you a bunch of gold, so that will really help. Seeing what my opponent will do, I'm not sure what they will do, so I'm just going to wait. I use a shield for my hog rider, and my hog rider does a bunch of damage on their tower, and my goblins also do some damage. Stopping the charging prince, I use some low-cost cards, and I do manage to do a bunch of damage. They do have a free spell, and so their giant gets through, and they do put down a wizard, which will stop my push. But I do some damage, some heavy damage to their tower. My giant skeleton bomb blows up all of the barbarians before they can do any real damage to the tower, and my hog rider earns us a tower. Put down my barbarians again, and they use a free spell on me. And I am holding them off from getting a tower. I do win by just blocking off their witch and prince from attacking my tower, which will win me the game, and I win. So I get 30 trophies. Just moving up, and I do get my crown chest. So I open my crown chest to get 322 gold, 2 gems, bunch of goblins, minions, barbarian hut, and some arrows. None of those will really help me with anything at all, but I did get some coins, so we can see what we can upgrade. We can upgrade nothing except my Tesla and my furnace, so I do upgrade my, let's see how much, I get the same amount of experience. So I will upgrade my my furnace. Just going to watch a few replays from Spell Valley to see how people play and what their strategies and decks are. Victor against Gorvel. I'm not sure who's going to win. And so I'm just going to watch and see how they use the strategy to win. It is strange. I think Gorvel is doing a troll deck, but Victor's actually trying, but Gorvel's just defending his base. His musketeer does a bunch of damage. Sends out a hog rider. This might get the tower for Gorvel. Gorvel almost gets the tower. Victor uses a musketeer as a shield, so his spear goblins can do a bunch of damage, and Victor's troops do a bunch of damage to Gorvel's tower. Victor sends out a witch just to stop the Valkyrie from doing a bunch of damage, and Gorvel does manage to get that tower. Victor does do a bunch of damage to Gorvel and to his king tower. He only has a level 2 prince, but I'm used to a level 3 prince because I do use a level 3 prince. Who will win? Gorvel does win by just 11 health. And that shows that you should sometimes just go for the second tower instead of pushing for the 3-crown victory. So, using this strategy, I'm going to battle one more time and see what happens. I'm going to use my shielding strategy again with my giant skeleton. It does not work because they do place cleverly placed barbarians in a place, so it does not work. But I do send out my hog rider there to do some hammering. Oh, they do have a freeze bow, but I will use this to my advantage. So my hog rider will act like a shield, so my skeletons can be a distraction, so my spear golems can continue doing work on that tower. I almost get that tower, and so I'm not going to focus on that tower anymore. Do zap does damage to the tower and to the barbarians, and I'm going to send out a bomber and some barbarians of my own as a distraction. But my low-cost troops do manage to do a bunch of damage. They send out a hog rider, which will do some serious work on my tower. And their musketeer does get them their tower. Do manage to get that tower. And so I do try to do some more heavy damage. They do try to keep my bomber from getting there, but my push does win, and I do zap them, and so they do not do a bunch of damage, but I have done damage to done more damage to my tower they've done to my tower. So I'm just gonna send out low-cost troops and hope. So I'm going to continue sending out troops, and I do zap them, so my Hog Rider does do some damage, but not enough damage that I wanted it to do. Send out my Hog Rider once again, just to do some damage, and it does get away with the hit. And hopefully I can make this battle a tie. And it is a tie after I almost lose, and so I am just kind of surprised that I did not lose there. I just kept on spamming troops. I think what happened was they had wizard, but they didn't have enough time to wait for enough elixir to do that. So I'm going to upgrade my Tesla, enough gold too, and so I get more experience. And so now that's the end of the video. If you want me to do more videos like this, please like and subscribe. If you just like Clash Royale, or if you want to suggest any more games, put it in the comments. Any more decks you want me to use, put it in the comments. Thanks a lot.